Hi, I'm Elena with YouTube Pilates. Miss Brooklyn is taking a chill break today, so she's not with us. We're going to be doing a mat workout today, a Pilates mat, of course. I want you to make sure you have a nice thick mat. If you don't have a thick mat, feel free to put a blanket underneath your mat or double up your mat or get on a thick rug. I want no pain at any point when we're doing this, no pinching, no pain, especially when we are rolling around. It'll make sense when we're doing it. No pain on your bones, okay? So let's get started, okay? Let's be on our hands and our knees and we'll see where this life takes us today. So hands and our knees, be comfortable. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. I'll let go of anything you feel like you need to let go of right now. Let's inhale round through our spine. And then exhale, just stay here. Let's inhale, arch your spine, eyes up, head up. Exhale, round again. Inhale, find that arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, find that arch. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, arch. Exhale, round, let's stay. Really find that flexion, get every morsel of your air out. You exhale out of your mouth in Pilates. Inhale, find that back extension. You inhale through your nose. Around through your spine, you exhale out of your mouth. Force every morsel of your air out. Inhale, you come into that back extension. You try to get the biggest breath you can. Exhale, round. Inhale. Let's find a neutral spine. That's where your spine is nice and long. Stay here. Back neck is lifted to the ceiling. I want you to tuck your toes underneath you, hover your knees, and then lower your knees. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hover, spread those fingers out. I want your index fingers to be pointed to where your head's pointed. Exhale, hover. You continue moving. I want you to try to get every morsel of your air out whenever you lift. Exhale. We're going to do 2 more passes. Hover. Last pass. And hover. I want you to lift up into a pike. You're going to lift that booty down dog in yoga terms. Shift forward into a plank. Inhale. Pike it up. Exhale. So our pike to planks, we do this on the rest of our apparatuses, our equipment in Pilates. And it is a nice transition, a nice hinge that happens in your hips and your shoulders. And really matching it to your breath. Exhaling when you fold in half, drop those thighs on the thighs. Inhale when you find that plank. Exhale when you pike it up. Inhale, find your plank. You keep going here, try to find the smoothness. Try not to judge yourself. If you're having a challenge aspect of this, most likely it has to do with your breath. I'm going to say that's my answer to everything. Many years of practicing and seeing people where they get challenged, you typically hold your breath. And when you do that, it's like you have an air bubble in your abdominal wall and your abdominal space. And that air bubble doesn't allow those muscles to work how they're supposed to. You need to get that air out of you so those muscles can properly execute. One more. Inhale. Pike it up and you stay. I want you to lift a leg, keep that toe and knee down to the ground, lower that leg down. The opposite leg lifts up, it's an exhale. Now let's transition between this little lift. Not a traditional aspect of Pilates, but definitely something that we could get into when you move to your practice on the reformer, if that's ever part of your practice. Now, I want you to focus on your legs, your feet. When you're landing, how even is that ankle bed? Where do those toes want to point? They should be pointed right where your head, pointed towards your head. Making sure that leg doesn't turn in or out. Same goes with that hip. Keeping everything nice and neutral. On this next pass, you're going to keep this leg up. You're going to shift forward into that plank, lowering that leg also, and then exhale, pike it up. Lift that leg. You keep this going so that leg is just following through with that plank to pike as we were doing. And really noticing your hinge with the hip and the shoulders. Noticing those hips don't open out to the side of whatever leg you have lifted. 2 more. Exhale, pike it up. Last pass. Pike it up. You're going to lower this leg down. Lift your other leg up. Keep it neutral, toes and knees down to the ground. Find your plank. Inhale. Pike it up. Exhale. Fold in half, eyes on the thighs. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, find your pike. You continue. Find the smoothness in your transition. Never a fast movement. Our body is really adaptable to whatever situation we're putting it in and what we perceive. So if you are breathing fast and moving fast, you are training your body like there is a tiger running after you. And my friend, there is no tiger running after you, most likely. So please stop doing that to yourself. Find the calmness and remind your nerves, it's cool. You're doing this on purpose. We want to learn how to do it in a nice, calm manner. Matching it with our breath. Last pass. Pike it up. Bring this leg down. You're going to shift forward into your plank. Lift a foot, a leg. Point both feet. Flex both feet. Bring that foot down. Other leg lifts. Point both feet. Flex both feet. Bring that leg down. Other leg lifts. You point, you flex, you lower. You lift, you point both, you flex both, you drop. You lift, point both, flex both, drop. You lift, point, flex, drop, lift, point, flex, drop, lift, point, flex, drop. One more on each side. A point, flex, drop, lift, and point, flex, and drop. Pike it up. And then find yourself back down on the mat, hands and knees. Find yourself in a quick rest position. And then you're going to sit on your mat, on the edge of your mat with your bum. So I'm scooting all the way down where my feet would be, that edge of the mat. Stay here. Let's balance on our sit bones. Drop your shoulders down. Keep your head tucked in. Keep your eyes still where they are looking. Inhale, rock back in this position. Exhale, come up. Balance. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, come up. You keep going. Remember that conversation about that fluid breath. At any point, if you hold your breath, it makes it challenging for your abs to contract how they're supposed to. So find your breath practice tied into your Pilates practice. Notice how your head is, keeping it tucked in. Try not to use it as motivation. No, momentum to go back. Few more passes. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Try not to judge yourself if you're rocking to any side specifically. I believe our body is very smart about where it needs to rock. Of course, we want it to be balanced, but sometimes our habits, how we hold ourselves, is not balanced. And we have a good way of breaking that up subconsciously. One more. It's like when you stretch. You don't think about how you stretch. You just do it. One more, because I'm yapping. Hold it in that balanced position. Stay. Bring your legs up into tabletop. Stay. Bring both hands on one knee. Roll back. Extend the other leg. You pull, you switch. Pull the knee, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. So the outside hand is going to go to the ankle. Outside hand to the ankle. Pull, switch. Now with this little hand position, it is a wonderful way to see if that lower leg and upper leg are in proper alignment. Personally, my lower leg likes to internally it moves internal. And I'm trying to pull it out to the side so I can get into proper alignment, and I can feel that scour my hip. So see how your leg is and do everything you can to let it be in proper alignment. That one straight line. Pull, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Couple more. Last pass. And then bring both knees in. Extend your legs to the ceiling. Interlace your hands back behind your head. Thumbs trace down the side neck. You lower the long legs, point your ankles. Flex your feet as you lift. Exhale. Point as you lower. Inhale. Flex as you lift. Exhale. You continue, elbows are in your peripheral vision, side vision. You're doing everything you can to get a big breath. Fill up your lungs every direction you can. Exhale, force everything out. Traditional Pilates, we used to say, some of us, that it used to be wide lungs. And I'm going to say we've evolved. And I want you to really think about your lungs fill up from side to side, top to bottom, front to back, and any diagonal you can make of it. Inhale, lower. Flex as you lift. One more. Point lower. And then flex as you lift. Keep it. Drop your head down. Hands are by your side. Point through your ankles. You're going to roll your legs up and over your head. Be patient with this. Open your feet up hip width and then roll down. If you're having challenges with any of these classical moves, I teach a lot of classical Pilates when I'm doing mat work. Lower the legs, close the legs, lift the legs up and turn, and then exhale as you roll up. So if you're having problems with any of these classical moves, open, roll down, go back into my library. I broke all the classical moves down, and it gives you preparatory moves you can do beforehand to help you with that specific exercise. Exhale up and over. Open up about 4 to 6 inches. Exhale as you roll down. Stand on those arms. Wrists are nice and flat. Lower, close, lift. Exhale up and over. Open hip width. Exhale as you roll down. When I say hip width, that's when your legs come out of your hips, not literally the width of your hips. I know it can sound confusing, but know me. Close your legs, lift them vertical. Exhale up and over from here. Try not to use momentum. Open 4 to 6 inches. Slowly roll down. Find that full exhale. Keep those arms down. Let's keep our legs how they are. Lift them up vertical. You exhale, roll up and over. Close the legs. Exhale as you roll down. Bone by bone, get that exhale out. You lower. You open up hip width. You lift vertical. Exhale all the way up and over. Close the legs. Round and roll down. Exhale. Nice and controlled. Standing on those arms. You lower the legs. Open up hip width. Lift them vertical. Exhale as you go up and over. Close them. Lower down. Exhale. Bone by bone. Nice and controlled. Legs lower to your control. They open up 4 to 6 inches. Lift vertical. Exhale as you go up and over. Let's keep this here. Glue your legs together. I want you to lift your legs however high you can. No pinch, no pain. Round and roll down, keeping your legs lifted. Nice and graceful. Standing on your arms. Once your booty touches, lower your legs. Lift them, or jackknife. Roll up and over. Lower the legs, no pinchy, no pain. Lift the legs, no pinchy, no pain. Keep the legs. Round and roll down. Stand on your arms to find this support. Try to feel bone by bone. Notice where your body wants to chunk the bones together, and that is where you work. Lower the legs. Lift them. Exhale up and over. Lower. Lift them. And then try to find where your body tries to chunk the spine together, group it. And you're like, no, I want to feel every single spine bone. You're going to do one more jackknife, lower. You lift. You roll up and over. Exhale. Tap them. Lift them. Let's stay, actually. I want you to reach your arms around, up and over your head. Lower one leg into your hands. Think, pull that leg down and lift the other leg. The only thing touching the mat is your head and your shoulders. You switch. It's inhale as you start to switch. Exhale when you find that split. Inhale, start to switch. Exhale, find that split. Let yourself be pulling that leg, and it helps the other leg lift. And then switch. So control balance. And switch. It's an inhale as you start to switch. It's an exhale when you're trying to get to that split. Inhale, start to switch. Exhale, find that split. Inhale, start to switch. Exhale, find that split. One more switch. And exhale. Bring both legs up to the ceiling. Let's keep our arms reached up overhead and round and roll down. Bone by bone. Very good. Bend the knees into tabletop. Hands go by our side. I want you to drop one leg, that tabletop position, lower that tabletop leg down, lift it up. Think the thigh lowers, then the other leg. Thigh lowers, exhale as you lift. Thigh lowers, exhale as you lift. Thigh lowers. Or single toe tap. Don't let the name of the game get you. It's not necessarily a tap. It's however low you can do it while keeping control of your pelvis without your pelvis shifting. Lower. And really trying to take the ego out of your practice. It's okay if it's a small range of motion. You just got to get that one little bit of you strong enough so it can stabilize. Usually that one little part of your body is like, please just be aware. Notice that I can't stabilize that. Honor it, and then you can build it up. Hold it. Arms find a T position. Sway your knees one side. Keep your shoulders down. Our knees sway. Exhale, pull the legs back to center. Sway your legs over the other direction. Keep those shoulders down. Exhale as you pull to the center. You keep going. It's the same Pilates breath. Big inhale throughout your entire lungs. And then exhale, force every bit of it out. Keep this going. Notice when you exhale everything out, your stomach contracts to the most it can contract. It gets as tiny as it can get. Try to train yourself to be there because those ab muscles are going to internally support that spine on the front aspect of our body anyway. Exhale as we pull to the center. Let's stay here. Bring one leg down, then the other leg down. Hands are by your side. Roll your hips up into a bridge, bone by bone. Keep your hips nice and lifted. Slide a leg out on the mat. Kick this leg up with a flexed foot. Lower this leg down with a pointed ankle, and then slide that leg back in. Keep the hips lifted. Slide the other leg out. Kick this leg up. Flex foot. Point foot lower. Slide it back in. You continue. You slide. You kick. You lower and in. Inhale out. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale in. You keep it going. If it's too much to think about the pointing and flexing of the foot, don't worry about it. I want you to think about those hips, trying to stay nice and stable. And a big one here, people really skip out on that slide. They kind of bring that same two motions together. Really try to find that slide out because it mimics that walking. That leg has to be all the way straight when it finds that extension. So training our body in how we move. One more. And up, down, and in. Round and roll down. Very good. One leg in tabletop, other leg in tabletop. Extend your legs straight up. I want you to roll your legs up and over. From here, I want you to turn your legs one side, doesn't matter what side, just a little bit. Round and roll down that side of the spine. Once your butt hits, do one big leg circle. You circle down. You start your exhale. You lift your legs up on the other side of the circle. Roll up and over that side of the spine. Circle back to the middle. You just drew a big circle the other way now. Go the opposite direction. Round and roll down. Lower the legs. Here's our exhale as you come up. Exhale as you roll up and over. Bring the legs to center. Go one side. So every time you're drawing one big circle one direction, and then you draw the circle the other. Inhale as you lower this half of the circle. Exhale as you lift on the up of the circle. Couple more. Over. Go down. Exhale up and over. To the middle, to the side, roll down. Exhale as you come up, to the middle. From here, roll down the middle of the spine. Bend the knees in. Drop one foot down, the other foot down. I want you to scoot to the middle of the mat. Make sure you have that space. I want you to extend your legs and arms out. Reach here. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. And then turn onto your tummy. And then once you're here, I want you to reach your arms and legs out just like you were. Eyes down to the ground. Lift your arms, lift your legs. Eyes are still down to the ground, but head's hovering. Let's start a swimming. Lift a leg in the opposite arm, and then switch, and then switch. So you inhale for a full 5 count, and then you exhale for a full 5 count. You inhale for a full 5 count, and then you exhale for a full 5 count. Inhale the biggest breath you can take. Exhale every morsel of that air out. Inhale. And exhale. Force it out, force it out, force it out, force it out, force it out. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. See if you can lift those arms and legs a little higher, maybe a little bit more narrow. Exhale. 2 more passes. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Get it all out of you. Inhale. And exhale. Relax. Good job. Reach back. Grab onto an ankle. If it's too challenging, you can hold on to any of your clothes to grab onto the leg, like pants or socks. Grab onto your other one. Take your time with this. A stretch is good enough. Now push your feet away from you. It lifts your head and your chest. From here, keep this position with your body. See if you can lift your legs up off the mat a little more. This shape matters. Keep it. You exhale, rock down, and you'll come up. So eyes down, eyes up, down, up. So my eyes are moving, but my head stays in this locked position. Exhale down, inhale up. The more dramatic you are with the breath, the more you're going to be able to rock. Try not to let your head move. 2 more. And then relax. Push back to your rest position. Let's come to our hands and knees. Face whatever screen you're checking out. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Drop your hips to one side. And then the opposite arm reaches up and over. Yeah. I shouldn't say opposite the side you drop your hips. That arm reaches to the opposite side. Come up, both arms reach. Drop the hips one way. Let that arm reach up and over to the opposite side. And then again, reach up. Hips down, reach up and over. Reach up. Hips down, reach up and over. Come back to the middle. Hands on your heart. Both hands are on top of each other. When your hands are there, I want you to give yourself an underbite where the bottom teeth are over the top teeth, if possible. Look up till you find the first stretch. It's not a big one. Draw a little rainbow with your chin. Drop your one ear to one shoulder. Eyes down. Take your hands off. Tell your body thank you. Tell your eyes thank you. Think about all the cool things that you've seen today, if that's possible for you. Tell your organs thank you for all the things that they've done for you today. Tell your heart thank you for continually pumping. You probably haven't even thought about that today. The efficiency of our lungs, being able to take in deep breaths, being grateful for that. Being grateful for our mind to be able to pick up on what we could pick up and follow an exercise like this. Being grateful for your spirit to get you into this position, and you've already been here in this practice. Be grateful for yourself. Be there for yourself and try to fill in whatever those needs are and your body's asking for. Thank you so much for being here. Like, love, subscribe. Y'all be sure to subscribe. I've been trying to do more live events, and I believe you can't see whatever I post live if you're not a subscriber. So make sure that you do that. Comment if you want any other material out there specifically. I will do my best. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Peace.